श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्त कौमुदीयं विरच्यते अ इ उन् ऋळ् ऋक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् हयवरट् ळण् ञमगणनं झभञ् घढधश् जवगडदश् खफचटथ चटतौ कपै श सर् हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि सु औजस् अम् औक्षस् टाभ्यां भ्यस् ङेभ्यां भ्यस् ङसिभ्यां भ्यस् ङस् ओस् आम् ङि ओस् सुप्. Okay. So yesterday we saw na lopa pradipadikāntasya. Okay. Now today vibhāṣāgnishyoho 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 vibhāṣā vikalpa choice. Okay. Nishyoho ni she oho dvivachana. Okay. So he says when ni and she follows saptami dvivachana. So when ni and she follows vibhāṣā vikalpa takes place, choice takes place. Choice for what? For that he says angavaivo, same anga avayavah asarvanamasthan yajadi swadiparaha yo an tasya akarasya allopanah. Same idea here also. Okay. Tasya akarasya lopo vasyat nishyoho parayoho. So anga avayava angasya adhikara. So anga avayava sarvanamasthana suojas amount. So other than that, whatever, just is not sarvanama, ni is not sarvanama, she is not sarvanama. So asarvanamasthana yajadi swadi paraha. When asarvanamasthana yajadi and swadi are following, then this anga avayava an, that an's akara will may get dropped. Okay, elided when ni and she follows. That's the idea. Lopo vashyat. So yushan is replaced with yushan. Yushan an a is removed. So yush plus in, then prashabhyam nonah samanapade yushna plus e yushni. If you don't do the, it's vikalpa, right? So if you don't do the alopaha, then what happens is yushan plus e yushani. That's the rupa. Okay, yushani. Same rashabhyam nonah samanapade yushani. Pakshe ramavat. In the other option you have like rama. Okay. Paddanno masa iti sutre pravritigarahanam prakarartham. So in Paddanno Masa, that sutra Prabhurti means etc. normally. Here to show this similar types, whatever type this is, similar type, there are replacements for those also. That's acha. Aungaha shyam iti doshan adeshaha. That is why in Aungaha she, there the doshan adesha takes place. Atayeva bhashye. How do you know the doshan adesha takes place for dosh? Dosh is the shabda. Okay, for dosh aungan doshan adesha takes place, replacement takes place. So how do you know that? He says atayeva bhashye kakudoshani iti udahritah. Kakudoshani, in this form it is explained in it is used in bhashya. Tena padangrischarane charano astriyam swantam hrun manasam manah ityadi sangachate. Pad angri charano astriyam, angri, there pad and swantam hrid, that hrid, these replacements are also are acceptable. That is how it is understood. Asanyam pranamochu hiticha, and asanyam pranamochu. Asanya means prana. Okay, asye bhava asanya. What does asanya means? Asye bhava. Okay, see why he has to explain that is asana normally also refers to the guda. Asana also is guda. Asana, to sit, seat, the seating place. So the place where you sit is also asana. The place on which you sit also is asana. Okay, so Guda is also asana. So that is not what is referred by asanyah. Here asanyah means asye bhavarte nyat, then asanyah. Okay, dosh shabdasya napumsakatvam ata eva bhashyat. Dosh shabda is generally pullinga. Here napumsakalinga it is accepted. It is said in napumsakalinga. How? Because it is said in bhashya. Bhashya is the pramana. Ten dakshinam dor nishacharaha iti sangachate. That is why dakshinam doho nishacharaha. Do is dosh. Dosh replacement is dosh there. Okay. Bhujabahu praveshta doho iti. There also he is using another statement. Bhujabahu praveshto doho. Okay. There the dosh is a dosh shabdasya pullinga prayoga. Vibhasha nishyoho. Tika. Allopanaha iti anuvartate. Allopanaha you carry forward from there. Then angasya bhasya iti cha adhikritam. Adhikara sutra angasya and bhasya. Okay. Bhasya iti anena cha asarvanavasthana yajadi swadi parattam purvad ano labhyate. So since it is bhasanya is following, so whatever for we said for allopanaha, the same idea is carried forward here also, which is a asaranamasthana yajadi swadi para. Okay, so ahanaha and aha adesha, ahanaha is lopa. That is the idea. Okay, tadaha angavayava iti. Nishyoho iti nishcha shecha iti vigraha. Nishyoho means ni and she. Okay, napumsakacha iti vihitaha eva atra she grihyate. The she is napumsakacha. Because of that sutra, the she is gained, not the she. She sarvanamasthana, not that. Okay, so jashashoho she. So here napumsakacha she. Natu jashashoho she iti. Not the jashashoho she. She sarvanamasthana. There is another one. She sarvanamasthana. But this is jashashoho she, not that one we are taking. Probably she sarvanamasthana, from there the she is carried forward to the napumsakacha sutra. Tasmin pare bhatva sambhavat, because when she is following jashashoho she, when jash and shas are following, then you replace it with she. For that she, you are not going to bring in the bhasanya. Yachibham. Yajadi swadi pare, that is. Okay. Neither yajadi is there nor the swadi is there. So this will not happen. Pakshe yushanadesha abhava pakshe ityartha. Pakshe means when you Rama. Pakshe Ramavat means when you don't replace it with yushan. It is as yusha. Okay. Then you have it as like Rama. Yushaha, 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 yusho, yushaha, like that. Okay. Not actually in the Saranavasthana. We are talking about the Saranavasthana bhinna, right? So there these kind of forms will take place. अथ क्वचित् शसादिभ्यो अन्यत्र पदादि आदेशं साधयितुम् आह. And sometimes this in some places like shashadi, other than shasadi, the padadi adesha can be accepted. So for that he is saying paddanno iti sutra iti. Prakara iti. Other places, in other places other than the paddanno. So how do you establish that? He says prakara iti. So prabhurti means prakara. Prakara means sadrishyam, similarity. That type. Prakara means type. Type means similarity. Okay. Tacha pratyatvena bodhyam. What kind of similarity are you choosing here? Pratya similarity. That's the idea. Okay. Prabhuti grahanasya prakararthatve pramanam darsheti. How do you accept prabhuti as a? Prabhuti normally is etc. Now, how do you accept prabhuti as a prakara? What is the proof for that? So he is bringing the proof. Ata eva iti. Prabhuti grahanasya prakararthakatvad eva ityartha. Only if you accept the prabhuti as prakara, you will have this kind of a explanation. What is the explanation? Kakudoshani yachate mahadeva iti eva evam bhashye aungadesha bhuta shibhavaye paratah udahrutah doshan adeshah ateva sangachate ityanvaya. So that is how Kakudoshani yachate Mahadevah. Mahadeva yachate. Mahadeva is begging. Kakudoshani. Now here, this shabda, dosha is evening period, I think. Okay, Kakudoshani in the evening. Yes. So, aungadesha bhuta she bhave paratah. When aungadesha, the she which has taken the aungadesha, when aung has taken the she, there, what happens? This example is given. This example is given. Iti ateva sankachita. That is how it is valid actually. Tene iti. Because of that. Prakararthaka prakriti bhuta prabhurti grahanena ityartha. In tena means because of that. Because of that means because of accepting the prabhurti as a type. Similar type. What happens? Padangrir ityatra paditi prathama ekavachanam. Padagrir, that word pad is prathama ekavachanam and hrud is prathama ekavachanam again. Swantam hrud ityatra hruditi sangachate ityartha. Swantam hrud, that hrud also is prathama ekavachana. That also is possible. Hridayasya hrud and padasya pad. That is the idea. Okay. Now padangri yugam smarami, etc. We do this. Padangri yugam smarami. I remember the lotus feet of the Guru or God. Okay. Adina nishadi sangraha. With adi, etc. Here he said ityadi sangachate. There with adi we have to accept the nishadi, etc. Nisha, etc. word. Nisha, night. Asanyam pranamiti uchuhu. So that is why he says asanyam. Asanyam means asanyam pranamiti uchu ateva sangachate ityanveha. That's the idea. Okay. That is how asanyam pranamiti uchu also is possible. What does asanyam pranamiti uchu means? Asana shabdasya asan adesha iti brahman varayati. We are not replacing the asana shabda as asan. Here asan is not a replacement for asana. Asana bam. So what does that mean then? What does asanya mean then? He says asye bhavaiti prana shabda samavyaharaditi iyam eva vyutpatti iti bhava, because it is associated with prana. So too much of interpolation, if you are going to extrapolation, if you are going to extend this idea, then asana, and there also you have association with for the Guda also you have the association with prana in a different form, apana vayu, right? So we are not referring to that. That's the idea. Sharira avayvacha, that is the sutra. Iti asya shabda bhavarthe yat pratyah. In the bhavartha, it's a bhavartha means that means bhava, etc. That in that is it exists. In the sense of existence, the yat pratyah comes. Asan adesha, and asan adesha also is taking place. Yecha abhava karmanoho iti prakriti bhavat nastadite iti tilopo na. So because of this, echa abhava karmanoho prakriti bhava takes place. Prakriti bhava means there is no sandhi karya. Because of that, T-lopa also does not take place. Nastadite. The sutra, T-lopa does not take place. Prabhruti grahanasya prakararthatva abhavetu iha asannadesho na syat yat pratyasya shashadisu supsu anantarbhavaditi bhava. Now, if you don't accept the prabhruti as a prakarartha, similar type, then what happens? Asana adesha will not take place for asana shabda. And yat pratyaya also will not take place, because it is not included in antarbhava na iti anantarbhava. It is not included in antarbhava means included. Anantarbhava means excluded. It is not included in the sup. Okay, that's the idea. Iti bhava. No. Doshani iti bhashye napumsaka prayoga anupapannaha. But doshani, this napumsakalinga, neuter gender is not possible in the bhashya. For that he says iti anupapannaha. Dosham tasya tatha vidasya ityado pumstvasya eva prayoga darshanadityataha. How do you know this? Because it is used in pullinga prayoga. Dosham tasya tatha vidasya. There, Pullinga Prayoga it is used, not Napumsakalinga Prayoga. Dosh Shabdasya iti. For what? The Dosh Shabdasya. For Dosh Shabda, Doshan is the, Dosham is the Prayoga, Pullinga Prayoga, not the Napumsakalinga Prayoga as he says, Doshani. Okay, so for that he says, Ateva Kakudoshan iti Bhashyadeva Jnayam ityartha. That is how, that is why you have to understand that it can be also used in the Napumsakalinga because it is used in Bhashya. Bhashya is, Mahabhashya is ultimate pramana for us in the forms, etc. So, with respect to the other commentaries, we can have a choice. We can negate it also. That's a possibility. But with Bhashya, there is no possibility of negation there. Tam upadravate udyamya dakshinam dornishachara iti Raghuvamshe. In Raghuvamsha is a Mahakavya. In that, it is also said, Tam upadravat udyamya dakshinam dornishachara. In that way, it is said in the evening period, Nishachara. Dakshinam dor udyamya tam upadravad iti anvaya. Dakshinam doho udyamya. Lifting the dakshinam doho, the left side, tam upadravat, he destroyed or he troubled him. Dosh shabdasya dvitiya ekavachanam doho iti. For dosh, dvitiya ekavachana shabda is, rupa is doho. Pumste doshamiti syaditi bhavaha. And for pullinga, dvitiya ekavachana is ami purvaha. So dosham. Okay. No. Bhashya anusarat dosh shabdasya namsakatvam eva syadityatah. But Bhashya, according to Bhashya, it is only Namsakalinga, not Pullinga. So don't say that. Bhuja iti. Bhujabahu praveshto doho iti koshat. In the kosha also it is said. So you have to accept it also in the Pullinga. No, evam. Do shabdasya kosho ko nanu ayam kosha do shabdasya namsakatve abhivopanna ityataha sahacharyaditi. So it can be also used in the Pullinga because it is said in the Pullinga and Napusalinga because sahacharyat, that is said in the kosha also. Okay, that's what he said, sahacharyat. Sahacharatiti sahacharya. They go hand in hand. There is no problem. Napusalinga and Pullinga both are possible here. Dosham dasya tata vidasya bhajataha iti. Dvayor akhnoho bhavo dvyahnaha. That which exists for 2 days is dvyahnaha. Okay. Dvi, 2, ahna, days. 2 days. Okay. So, sahacharyaditi. Pullinga bhujadi shabda sahacharyaditi. It is used along with the bhuja shabda, which is a pullinga. Sahacharya cha kutrachita iti kutrachit iti koshe paribhashitatvad iti bhava. Sahacharya is a kutrachit. Some places it's sahacharya. So that is how he has a term explained it in the bhashya, in the kosha, in the dictionary. Paribhasha means epistemology. That is how he says epistemologically explained it. Dosh shabdasya pumstva sadhane phalam darshete. What is the result of establishing it as pullinga? For that he says, dosham tasya tada vidasya bhajatascha granam gunam iti Shri Harsha. Dosham hastam dushanam cha bhajatah cha aparasya chapasya gunam maurvim atishayam cha grihnan iti. So he is having this maurvi, etc. So this, I am not venturing to translate this. The problem is, this is written by Shri Harsha. Shri Harsha is the author of Khandana Khandakadya. Okay. If you don't have logical brain, or if you don't have the knowledge of Indian logic, the language of Indian logic, you should not even think about Khandana Khandakadya. A. Then, this is from Naishadhiya Charitra. It's not for Khandana Khandakadya. There is another text he wrote called Naishadhiya Charitra. Okay. It is a life of, a story of Nishada, a person. Okay. Now, like you, if you don't have the knowledge of logic, you cannot enter KKK, Khandana Khandakadya. Similarly, if you don't have the knowledge of Sanskrit grammar, Sanskrit and Vedanta. You should not study Naishadhiya Charitra. Sanskrit and Vedanta? Yes. Sanskrit, if you understand, if you know Sanskrit, then you will understand the story. There's no problem. But if you know Vedanta, that same shloka will give you a different interpretation in Vedanta. Vedantic text it is. We call it Dvisandha Kavya. Same shlokas, but you can interpret it in different ways. You can interpret it as a story, or you can interpret it as Vedantic text, whichever way. Both are, that he is implying both in same shloka. That's the, I have not seen any other language where a simple shloka can be used in two different ways. I don't know if it exists or not. I'm not sure. So, but this is a greatness of Sanskrit. So that is why I keep repeating. And people want to destroy this beautiful language and culture. So many beautiful things they are, right? दोष शब्दस्य गृह्णन्ति. अत्र दोषमिति दोष शब्दस्य पुल्लिंग द्वितीय एकवचनम. Here dosham, the word dosham is pullinga द्वितीय एकवचन रूप अमिपूर्वः dosham. Okay? Or dosh plus dosham. You don't even have to bring in amipurva. So ajinam parayana sayojyam, simple. अत्र सुप्रभृतिषु इति वाच्ये शस्प्रभृतिषु इति वचनात् सुपि क्वचिदेव पदादि आदेशो इति गम्यते. In suprabhartishu, there shasprabhartishu, suprabhartishu, where we accepted as shasprabhartishu. Therefore, only in some places the padadi adesha takes place. That is what we understand from the bhashya. Okay? Dvayo ahnoho iti taditarthe iti samasah. Taditarthascha sarva bhaktihi, that is the sutra. Based on that sutra, the samasa takes place. Kala thaim, kalat thaim, that's the sutra where from which thaim pratyaya comes. Okay? And digor lagu, digor lug anapatye, if it is not in the apatya meaning, apatya means progeny, son or daughter. Okay? So, if it is not used in the sense of apatya, then digoho look, digu look take place. Okay, that's the idea. So digor look takes place. Now Raja this is a beautiful sutra. Raja aha sakibhyas touch. Raja aha sakibhyas touch. Touch pratyaya takes place when Raja Shabda, Aha Shabda and Sakhi Shabda is there. Okay. So with that, this touch pratyaya comes. Ahno aha etebhyah. Ahno ahan adesha etebhyah. Ahna ahan gets ahna gets ahan adesha. Okay. Ahna adesha Rama Shabdavat Rupani. So then ahana, then Rama Shabdavat. It will be, the Rupa will be ahnaha, nohanaha, like that. Now, Visheshamaha. When ni follows, then there is a specialty. For that, he says, Sankhya, it's not Sankhya Visaya. Okay. Sankhya B Saya Purvasya Ahnasya Ahan Anyatarasyam now. Sankhya B Saya Purvasya Ahnasya Ahan Anyatarasyam now. Sankhya V Saya Purvasya Ahnasya Ahan Anyatarasyam now. Sankhya V Upasarga Saya Shabda. With this Purvasya, when these words precede, then for the Ahan Shabda, Ahna Shabda, Ahan Adesha takes place. Ahna is replaced with Ahan when followed by Ni. This is Anyatarasyam, Vikalpena. Okay? Choice. There is, if you can, if you want, you can. You don't have to. There is no compulsion because both the forms are seen. Sankhyadi Purvasya Ahnasya Ahan Adesha. Sankhya etc. precedes this. If the Sankhya etc. words precede Sankhya V, Saya etc. precede this Ahan Shabda, then that Ahan is replaced with Ahana. Vikalpena. Va no. Va syat no. When ni follows optionally. Okay. That's why dvi plus ahni, dvyahni, dvyahni, dvi ahni, dvyahni, dvi ahani. Since it is choice, dvi ahan, ahni adesha. So if you make it ahna, then dvyahni. If you don't make it ahan, ahna, then ahani, dvyahani, dvyahani. Okay. Now dvyahne, there is another rupa. Dvyahne. This is Ramavat. If you don't bring in the Ahanadesha or the Ahanadesha, the Rama Rupa. That's the idea. Okay. Sankhya. Sankhya cha vischa sayascha sankhya visayaha. Sankhya cha vicha sayascha. 3 words. Okay. Te purve yasmaditi vigraha. That which exists before, for which ahan word. That's the idea. Iti abhipretyaha. Based on this idea, he says sankhya ityadina. The vritti. Sankhya purva mudaharati. Sankhya, what? When sankhya proceeds, what is the form? That is explained. Dvyahni, dvyahni. Okay? Dvyahni, dvyahni iti. Allope tadabhavecha. These two forms are, one, when you do allopanaha, when you don't do allopanaha. Okay? And the other one is when you don't do the ahanadesha. That's the idea. Dvyahne ahanadesha abhave rupam. Evam B purvam udaharati. Similarly, we have V preceding, the V upasarga preceding word. What is that? Vigatam ahaha vyahnaha. Vigatam ahaha vyahnaha means vigata, past, ahnaha, day, the previous day. Previous day is vyahnaha. Okay. Vyahni, vyahani, vyahne. Vyahni, vahani, allopanaha, abhava. Okay. Then vyahne is a ahanadesha abhava. Ahnaha, sayaha. Saya means evening. So the day's evening time. Sayahnaha. Sayankal, the evening time is called as sahyahnaha. Sayahni, sayahni, sayahne, etc. rupas. Vigata, vigata, vigatamiti. Pradayo gatadhyarthe prasamaya iti samasa. That's the samasa. Pradayo gatadhyarthe. So we is brought in and you do the samasa. Purvad ahnadesha. Similarly, ahnadesha takes place. Saya purvam udaharati. Ahnaha saya ityadina. With ahnaha saya, saya purva is explained. Atayeva jnapagat ekadeshi samasa. We are using the ekadeshi samasa. Okay. So with this, iti adanta prakaranam. Iti adantaha. Adanta parana comes to end. Adanta prakarana, not ajanta pullinga prakarana. We have started ajanta pullinga prakarana in that adanta, because we go in the order of the Maheshwara Sutra. A, I, un, ril, rik, right? So a, I, un. After a, we have to see. Don't be in rush. We don't have to see E, because a itself has 18 forms. So at least a and a we have to see there. Rasva and Dirgha, because every word has Rasva and Dirgha. And in Pluti, there is no Sandhi or any Karya. So, Rasva and Dirgha. So, we have to go for the Dirgha. Vishvapaha. Vishvam Pati iti Vishvapaha. Pa Rakshane Dhatu. Okay. Vishvam Pati iti. The one who protects the Vishva, the creation, is called Vishvapa. Vishvapa plus Su, Vishvapas, Vishvapar, Vishvapaha. That's the form. Vishvapaha. Okay. That's akaranta nirupyante. Now the akaranta is explained. Vishwapaha iti. Okay. Now, abanta bhavat na sulapaha. Since, see, Vishwapaha, actually there is another problem here. Vishwapa plus su. Vishwapa plus su. So what should happen is, hal nyabhyo dirgat su tisi apraktam hal. Hal ni abhyo dirgat su tisi apraktam hal. You have to do the su should be dropped. Su tisi apruktam hal. This su should be dropped according to that Halnyabhi Sutra. But he says that should not be. Why? Etadartham eva Halnyadi Sutre satyapi dirgha grahane abgrahanamiti bhavaha. So, though we have the dirgha, we also have ab. Abanta dirgha. That's the idea. Ni and ab is ni, nish, ni. That is the Stri Pratyaya, and apt, chap, tap, tap. That is these three pratyaya also. Okay. So Vishwam Pati iti Rakshati ityartha. Vishwam Pati Rakshati ityarthe आतो अनुपसर्गे कः इति प्राप्ते वासरूपन्यायेन आतो मणिं क्वनिपश्च इति चकारात् विच. So with आतो मणिं क्वनिप बनिपश्च, आतः for akaranta, manim क्वनिप and banip. With cha we also bring in which. So the which is what we are bringing here. All these pratyas we make it pada and all of them are dropped. Kvanip, pakara is gone, kakara is gone, vakara is gone, ikara also goes, everything goes. Okay, sarvapahara lopad we call it. यद्यपि तत्र विजुपे छन्दसि इत्यतः छन्दसि इति अनुवर्तते, तथापि वेदे अनेन विच. The Veda through this which only takes place with vijupe chandasi loketo, but in the world anyebhyo drishyante iti which anyebhyo api drishyante, even for the world it is seen. So which comes for this also. Anyetu quipcha iti sutrena quipam ahu. Some other people accept no, it's not which, it is quip actually. Gumasta iti itvam tu na. So gumasta pa, with that you don't bring in the e. Why? Vakare itva pratisheda iti vartikata. When there is vakara, which or quip everywhere, there is vakara. When vakara is there, there is no itva. That is the vartika. Vartika negates the itva there. Kvenipi pavana iti etadartham tasya avashakatvat. In kvenip pavana, for that it is used. Kvipastu adantebhya bhashya anukta kvibhyo anabhidanam eva iti shabdendu shekare spashtam. And in bhashya anukta kvibhya, in bhashya it is not said. That is the pramana. That is how Shabdendu Shekarakara explains it. Ateva bhashya pavana ityatra vanipa rupa siddhim ashritya. See, he is not bringing kvenip. He is bringing vanip actually. So rupa siddhim ashritya and itvam avakaradau iti vaktavyam iti vartikam pratyakshatam. In you said the vartika vakare itva pratisheda, itva should be negated in vakara, but he has negated that vartika actually with this statement itvam avakara dibhya vaktavyam. Itva should be said only in avakara where there is no vakara. Okay, tatascha vishwapa iti atra vijeva. So in boil down for vishwapa, which only comes, that's the idea. Okay, vishwapa plus au it is te. So vishwapa plus au in this situation, vishwapa plus su, it's over. Vishwapa plus au, prasamayo purva savarna, akasavarna dirgha does not is not possible. Prasamayo purva savarna comes. Okay, so vishwap, then what happens? Iti that iti prapte dirgha jasi cha. Actually, there is one another important thing which we have to remember. Parakshane dhatu. Parakshane to protect. Okay, pa is the root word. Okay, now here dirghat jasi cha, dirghat jasi cha, three pada sutra. Dirghat panchami jasi when followed by, so saptami cha avyaya. So dirgha jasi iti, dirgha jasi ichi cha pare purasavarna dirgha na syat. When following the dirgha, if just or each follows, then purasavarna dirgha does not take place. Prathama purasavarna is negated through this sutra, like nadichi. Right? Now you have to remember this. Dirgha jasi, just follows. Ich from nadichi. What does ich mean? Suoja sammoksha, it's not there. It is in a, I, un, ril, rik, a, ong, I, ouch. So from leaving the a, all the other characters are ich. Okay? So savarna dirgha, vishwapa plus vruddhi, vishwapau. Okay? Since prathama purna savarna is negated, vishwapau, vishwapa plus jas, vishwapa plus as, prathamayo purva savarnaha, savarna dirgha takes place. In akasavarna dirgha takes place, vishwapaha. Yadipa aungi nadichityeva siddham. In Aung, Nadichi, Sutra itself will take care of it. We don't have the need this Dirgha Jasicha. Nadichi also does the negation of Prathame Purvasavarna. Siddham. Jasitu Satyapi Purvasavarna Dirge Kshatir Nasti. Even if you are going to say Purvasavarna Dirgha Aksar Purva, there is no problem actually. But he says Tatsapi. Still, we have to bring in this to negate the. See, what he means is Vishwapa plus us. A plus Akasavarna Dirgha. It is negated by Prathame Purvasavarna. Prathame Purvasavarna is negated by Dirgha Jasicha. So Akasavarna Dirgha will come. So even if you don't do that, if you don't do the negate, Vishwapa plus as is Vishwapaha. Akasavarna Dirgha. Vishwapa plus as is Vishwapaha Prathame Purvasavarna. Whether you bring in Akasavarna Dirgha, Prathame Purvasavarna, the form is going to be same. So you don't have to negate this. He says, no. In Gauryo, etc., this is necessary. That is why he says Tatsapiti. Tika. Dirgha Jasicha. Prathameyotyatah Purvasavarna iti Nadichityatah Neti iti cha iti anurti. From Prathameyo Purvasavarna, we will bring in Purvasavarna. And from Nadichi, we bring in Na and Ichi. Okay? Tadaha Dirghadityadina. Nano, idam sutram vyartham. Nadichi iti eva siddhe iti ashankate. This sutra is useless because Nadichi also does the same thing, negating of Prathama Purvasavarna. So for that it says, Yadyapi aungi Nadicheva siddham. Though when aung follows, su au. When au follows, aung is also out, accepted as au. So au normally, and au in some special cases, some people accept it as aung actually. So when aung follows, Nadichi is capable of negating it. Still, no. Jasi with Vishwapaha just. Iti ste. Purvasavarna Dirgha Nishedharthamidam Sutram Avashikam. But for when followed by Jasa, to negate the Purvasavarna Dirgha, we need this sutra. Tatra Nadichi iti ityasya aprivarte ityataha. Nadichi will not be applied there. That is why we need this sutra. But what is the use? Mastu Purvasavarna Dirgha Nishedha. Here also you don't need to do that. Why? Purvasavarna Dirghe Satyapi Jasi Vishwapaha iti siddhyati. Whether you do the Purvasavarna, Akasavarna Dirgha, same thing. Prathama Purvasavarna, same form. So that is why he says, Tan Nishede Satyapi, Akasavarna Dirgha. If you negate the Prathama Purvasavarna also, Akasavarna Dirgha will take place. And Kritepi Vishwapaha ityeva rupam. Same form will be coming there. Iti, therefore you don't have to negate. Kim Tan Nishe, Atha Kim Tan Nishedhen, Nishedhen ityatha. What is the use of negating this Prathama Purvasavarna? It's the same form. Instead of Prathama Purvasavarna, Akasavarna Dirgha is going to take place. Same form. Pariharati Tathapiti. That is what is refuted. There is a reason for accepting this negation. That is why Tathapi is answering that. We will see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.